Welcome back, surf fans, to the 2015 Hawaiian Pro. We are live from Haleiwa here at the Ali'i Beach Park, the gateway to the north shore of Oahu. Hitting the water, your defending world champion, Gabriel Medina. So for Connor, Thomas, and Soli, you want to make the big show, you got to go through this guy, Gabriel Medina, right on the buzzer.
Gets that quick start.
As usual, right?
I mean, he is all about positioning early in the heat, getting that first wave, starting that momentum, and he's done that. It's going to be a mid-range score for him, but it's exactly what he needed to do to get your feet in the wax.
Just into this, and Gabriel Medina already has a 5-point ride. Here's our first look at Thomas Woods. We'll see if Thomas can do some damage on his backhand. 2 setup turns to start that tricky midsection here on the Haleiwa left. Has wreaked havoc with a few competitors so far. Not doing any favors for Thomas Woods, dealing with a flat face. And with a flat face on your backhand, extremely difficult to make things look critical. 5 turns, none of which really would be getting the judges too excited. But I like that he kept applying the pressure and kept going down the line. Unfortunately for him, the section just did not appear.
You never know. I mean, we are seeing a decreasing swell. You never know if you're going to get that opportunity. He had some open face. He's going to utilize it. So see, smaller inside wave here, but it's got itself hugging the reef. And again, a little bit of that kind of hopping in between. Not a fan of that, really. I'd love to see him just kind of keep his board there, but I think he's trying to create less friction. But you can see every time right off the bottom, he's got to get that hop going, and that'll affect the score slightly.
The Haleiwa hop.
Nice. For these guys too. You know, Conor O'Leary 9th in the rankings on the qualifying series, and Soli Bailey sitting at 17.
Soli Bailey needs a good result here to keep his hopes alive. Here goes Conor O'Leary, up and down. Cannot make mistakes like that when going up against a surfer like this. Gabriel Medina goes to the air, 540 to the beach.
I love how you call that a 540.
No surprise. 540 to the beach. That would be considered bolts. Landing with his feet right on the bolts. I mean, what can you say? You knew exactly what he was going to do.
Oh yeah. Well,
and every time he does it,
it's still exciting.
It's insane.
So there it is, all the way around, landing.
Almost a 540.
So when he, you know, the thing that's, I kind of touched on this, and one of the little things that I noticed, that sometimes doesn't he look like he's kind of switch foot when he's riding goofy foot? Have you ever noticed that? Where he's really balanced on his back and front foot. So he actually skates regular foot.
It's real big, major air we've seen probably on the day. So I'm wondering what the judges are going to give to that. I have to think it's going to go into the excellent range. Here goes Thomas Woods. No doubt heard the cheers on the beach and looked like it may have just thrown his game off a little bit. Goes down. Did have maybe one more opportunity. Not a great looking wave.
Let's take a look here at Soli Bailey on the right here. Nice little double shot into the lip. Gets back to the open face. Drifts the fins and can't hang on. Haven't seen him surfing, so I don't know if he just arrived or if he's just been hiding out surfing other peaks. Be interesting to find out.
Live action with 17.5 to go. Conor O'Leary again. Wave selection not playing into his favor right now. Gabriel Medina's score comes through. It's in that near excellent range, 8.33. The judges just giving him a little bit of room to go higher.
Watch Soli Bailey.
Faster. Whoa.
That was unique.
That was cool.
A little revert, but doesn't quite revert. Lays it back, spins back the same direction he came. Unwinds. And now up and riding here is Scott White, Conor O'Leary.
So Conor O'Leary found a racy little left. A lot of bounce still on these lefts. Well, at least Conor O'Leary has now completed a ride. His first 3 waves were no-goes.
Yeah, we all Brazilians know that we haven't won a triple crown yet, and that's the only title we need. That's the only title we don't have. So I'm 100% sure that all the Brazilians, they think about it, and I'm not really. I just want to surf hit by hit, and the triple crown is just a really amazing gift if you do great in Hawaii. So we never know.
Could be the Brazilians here to bring home the Vans Triple Crown of Surf, and this guy charges as well, above the lip and in big surf, guys. Don't underestimate Jadson Andre.
I would never. Jadson Andre, have to put him on the list of favorites as far as the Brazilian contingent goes coming into the Triple Crown. Right now, Soli Bailey is starting to put things together. Some big, strong backside turns on a much better looking wave than he previously was picked off in this lineup. We had some waves ridden during that interview. Soli Bailey's second scoring wave is going to come through, mid-ranger. So with 14 minutes and 55 seconds to go, of course, Gabriel Medina in the lead on the strength of that 8.33. But Gabriel Medina, yeah, don't forget to put him on that list of Triple Crown threats. Here he goes, speeding down the line. What's he got on the inside? Well,
he fell.
Didn't come down with it. Really, it's weird. It depends on angles, you know.
Yeah, if there's any corkness to it.
We'll leave that up to online
Todd Richards.
pundits. Leave that up to Todd Richards. Well, Thomas Woods right now, 3 backside snaps all the way to the beach, trying to climb back into this. He doesn't need much. And 5.94. Gabriel Medina's last 2 waves are not going to factor in. Jeremy Flores, that's going to be an incredible heat to watch. Soli Bailey in second place right now. He's trying to better a 3.93. So far, so good. All the way to the inside, styling out a little tail slide to finish. Pulls out with confidence.
Let's take a look at it.
He has a little bit of sea bass influence here.
Rah. See how the arm just drove through, then lays it back, bangs it. So a nice little mix of variety, you know, tail drift.
You did about as much as you could on that wave. 10.5 to go.
How dreamy are those conditions? It's like
Connor O'Leary.
Butter
Big
world.
Backside vertical snap again. Throws it up beyond vert. 3 turns in a row. Now Connor O'Leary is fired up. He's currently sitting in 4th place with no scores of note, but that will all change after that wave. And right behind him, Gabriel Medina going up into the lip, hammering his way down the line.
Well, head high. Goes up vertical, but I like here he starts to get more aggressive with each and every turn, and especially this one. Oof. Gets those fins free, gets that back leg just extended through the lip. I would say this is going to be, this is a big score, I think. You know, the size of the wave probably factors in slightly, but behind him, Gabriel Medina here floats. This one had a little bit more variety. Nice little clean finish. You know, could be improving on that 5.0, extending his lead.
Connor O'Leary just dropped the hammer, a 9.57 for a lethal backhand whip attack in the field right now. Thomas Woods, surfer in yellow, holds priority. He's going to opt for this smaller sized set wave. Nice opening carve. Good fundamental surfing from Thomas Woods. That's the carve we like to see, throwing tons of spray. All the way to the inside. There's a big difference between a standard cutback and a nice power hook, and I think Thomas Woods just kind of showed us right there what the judges like to see.
Well, a lot of it's
hook.
got to do with speed. I think you know, sometimes the cutback is getting back to the power a little bit, so it's just a little slower, you know, but it's still valid. As you watch here on the left, this is Connor O'Leary now on the forehand, getting the fins up and over the lip, trying to get rid of that 3.6. And then we see Thomas Woods on the forehand here now. And beautiful. That's that kind of nice carve. Not necessarily, I mean, it is in the cutback realm, but it shows a lot of juice when you can lay that rail in there and sink it as deep as you possibly can.
Well, those turns just feel really good too, and it gives you kind of that confidence to just keep on pushing.
Soli with just a little backside turn and then kicks out, and then this is live.
Live action, Gabriel Medina, frontside air reverse, spins out of it with ease.
See here, gets up in the lip, but always setting up this one here. Pumps down the line. He's going, okay, let's see what I got for a section here. Towards the beach. Rotates out of it. And that fact that he has that balance, both for front foot and back foot, is very similar. You know, he's not a back-footed surfer. He's not a really front-footed surfer. He's able to mix it up both ways, and then that's why it allows him, when he lands backwards, to land with that cat-like balance. And he, you know, his make ratio is much better than most.
Well, he's looking to better a 7.4. So we will see. Now Connor O'Leary getting loose on his first couple of turns. Mixing it up as he speeds down the line. Nice. Layback jam. I like the way he kind of releases his tail on every turn, adding a little bit of extra flair to each maneuver. That was a solid set of turns.
And, you know, variety is part of the criteria. That's the elements that we see. So you need to be showing variety. Let's check this out as he drops in, fades the bottom turn, gets that climb of the whitewater here, and then whips that cutty, but keeping the momentum, flying down the line. And then here, puts the other arm back for the layback snap, climbs the whitewater again to keep the speed and momentum going down the line. Couple snaps, kicks out. Love that wave, you know, 9.57, 6.3 in the scoreline. This kid's going to be fun to watch if he can maintain that position in that top 10.
Well, he just passed up Gabriel Medina with that last wave. 6.33, right behind him, Soli Bailey. Had some trouble recovering. So Connor O'Leary is now your leader.
Not for long.
On the strength of a 9.57, backs it up with a 6.3, but we'll see what comes through for Gabriel Medina. Sorry, Connor, an 8.33. It is going to be tough to take Gabriel Medina out of that top spot with
Remember
two
that
near perfect scores.
The 8.33 wasn't just the air either. Remember, he had the first, he climbs the whitewash, kind of tagged the lip, momentum, and then he had the nice round arc, and then pumped down the line. Had the air towards the beach, rotates backwards, air reverse. So pair 8.33s and a 16.66 total. I mean, look at the point totals. Even third and fourth are putting 12 points up on the board.
Yeah, this is a big heat.
Connor O'Leary is back on top.
There you go, an 8.67. Judges loving the speedy, powerful approach of Connor O'Leary, the young Australian fighting for a spot on the World Championship Tour.
He's almost trying to combo the champ here.
Thomas Woods in combo. He needs two big scores. Carved a highline floater. Now he blasts the tail. That was a crazy maneuver on a really small section.
Limited speed too.
Gabriel Medina now setting it up. Jams the tail a little too hard. Goes for the layback, goes down. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. 27 seconds to go. Soli Bailey. He is comboed.
It is. Federico Moraes had 17.96, so we've got a new best-in-class leader.
Well, Soli Bailey was on a good-looking run until he came up against a hot Connor O'Leary, dropping two excellent scores at 9.57 and an 8.67. That's enough to win Heat 16, taking down Gabriel Medina. Gabriel advances through in second place.